Is the New Balance 550 white greens worth it? In this video, we're gonna figure that one out. Hey everybody, I'm Actorus, and welcome back to the only channel on YouTube that covers in-depth videos of cars and streetwear. And today, we're kicking it back with these, the New Balance 550s, the Nike Dunk rivals. This time in white green, or green and white, whatever. Are they worth it? Before we unbox these bad boys, be sure to like and share for that YouTube algorithm, as well as subscribe. Any support would just be awesome. Now let's get into these shoes. First off, I'll start off by talking about the box. All 550s come in the same box, nothing too special. It's just a great box with a New Balance logo on the top. Lifting up that lid and removing that wrapping paper, and whew! We're starting to see white and green trend a little bit right now. You know, we had the Jordan 4s do release with similar colors. Of course, obviously, there's also the Nike Dunk Pine Greens, as well as the Jordan 1 High Lucky Greens. But here is a closer look at New Balance's green shoe. Some background information about this sneaker. So this sneaker released way back in, I think, of June of 2021 with the retail price of $120. And since then, these things have been restocking, yet selling out. Resale is not terribly high right now for these sneakers, so are they worth it? Well, let's start by talking about the styling of the shoe. And let me tell you, man, New Balance has got crazy ass styling. Let's start off with the sole of the shoe. If you don't know already, New Balance 550s are supposed to be New Balance's sort of basketball lineup of shoes. And you can definitely see that translate for the styling for the outsole right here. It looks similar to what you would see on like a Jordan 1 or Air Force. We have that little swirly part right there for like pivoting, and then a lot of like bricky patterns. The majority of the shoe is covered in that green with a little bit of white, kind of looks like an arrow right here, with the first of many New Balance logos. New Balance loves to remind you of what shoe you're wearing all over this shoe. For instance, look at the midsole. We have not one, but two New Balance logos. One NB and just straight up New Balance right there. We can also see portions of that green creep up to the midsole right here with white on top of it, and also another added green kind of layer right there for the midsole for probably extra structure. If I need that extra structure, because for some reason on the inner portion it looks like they kind of just took a chunk out of the midsole. If you couldn't tell already, this shoe is very asymmetric. One side likes to be very different from the other. I mean, just look at the uppers of this shoe. First off, most of the styling of this shoe is done in this very nice white leather. This shoe's quality is amazing. First off, this shoe has some kind of like that premium weight to it, and it feels really sturdy and robust. Also really comfortable because they do have this I think this, I'm not sure this patent technology, but it has like, it's called Ortholite soles, which I guess is like their version of Boost, but it's super comfortable. Coming back to the leather of the shoe, we have some perforations on some of the leather strips on the outer and on the inner, as well as a green accent over some panels, which is really nice, as well as ends that are done in green, as a 550 logo right there done in green. However, they did not put it on the inner portion of the shoe for some reason, but yeah, it's there on the outer. Remind you of what shoe you're wearing once again. Something really cool is not only does the shoe offer you leather, it does offer you suede for kind of the mud guard going on here. Once again, asymmetric shoe. If you look down the middle, it's pretty funny. So the left side, or the inner side of the shoe, is definitely chunkier, and then the right side is just more slim. And that's just a common theme for this shoe. Is the outer is chunky and the inner is slim and sleek. Kind of definitely gives you a kind of head-turning appeal, because one side is different from the other and it throws you off, and you just can't help but to look at the shoe and be like, wait a minute, what the hell is he wearing? But I like that. You want that for a shoe, man. You want your shoes to stand out. And this one for sure stands out, and is why I think it's starting to trend a lot. It's because people want something different. You know, dunks are starting to become a little bit more basic, while these shoes are kind of that crazier vibe that people are just starting to crave a little bit right now. Showing some more love on the inner portion of the shoe. This shoe also has some more perforations for the toe as well as the suede. Really nice that they did that so your feet can breathe a little bit more. Like the majority of shoes out there, the tongue is done in this nice ballistic mesh. Some green peering out from the bottom right there. White laces. The shoe only came with white laces. Shame they didn't come with an extra pair of laces. Maybe a pair of green laces would have been nice, but white will do. All white tongue with a green outline. And on the top of the tongue, we do have a basketball New Balance, just kind of bouncing up. Take it out so you guys can see it. Yeah, so the ball is supposed to look like it's like bouncing up, and bam, another New Balance logo right there, NB. And just in case if you couldn't see that logo, there's another one on top of it that reads out New Balance. Love how they put so many logos on this shoe. Let's give some more love to the heel of the shoe. Now the heel of the shoe, I gotta say it's kind of for me. It doesn't really come together as nicely as some pandas and stuff like that. It's sort of part of the shoe where I think it kind of falls flat. But, you know, it's kind of hard to make the shoe all look nice when you're trying to go for a very crazy vibe in the front. However, they did manage, of course, to put another New Balance logo right there in green on top of some leather paneling. Running off the shoe, the little pull tab right here is done in this very nicely padded mesh. Feels really comfy. Some more of that padded mesh right here for the side profile, as well as a green leather strip to give it some more green accent. Sock liner done in white. And for the interior of this shoe, yet again, we have another New Balance logo. I think that is the last New Balance logo. It is white and the insole is green, and it's actually a padded insole, which is really nice. I really love that comfort detail. And then, yeah, that rounds off this very crazy shoe. Now, how would I style this shoe? Now, to me, the shoe definitely gives me kind of that spring summer vibe. Definitely white long socks, nice pair of shorts, and maybe a green tee or green and white tee to kind of bring out the green in this shoe. You know, that green kind of makes it a little hard to style, but if you can pull it off, it really makes this shoe look really good on you. So if you guys have any styling tips, please let me know in the comments below. I really would like to know how you guys would style this shoe, because I don't really have too many for this shoe. If you already think about pulling the trigger on the shoe, sizing on the sneaker is pretty weird. So basically, the thicker the materials are, it does make it fit kind of snug, so I'd size up just a little bit. But some people's feet fit very true for the shoe, but I think it fits just a little bit snug, in my opinion. So size up if you need to, but always try on a pair before buying. And you should be able to try on a pair, because a lot of these New Balances do tend to sit on shoes. And then finally, if I had to give a rating of the shoe on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll have to give it I have to give it an 8 out of 10. I have to give it a great because the quality of the shoe is very amazing. The styling is just out of this world type of deal, and that green and white just hit very well. This is a very great shoe, guys. It's for sure worth it for the retail price of $120, and right now the resale prices are not that bad, so it's still worth it. This is definitely a shoe that you can buy, wear every day, go play basketball in, that kind of deal, and I feel like it would last a very long time, and it's comfortable. So yeah, this is a pretty great shoe. It's not anything amazing, and it's not anything special. Just a great shoe. And lastly, I'm going to talk about the future of this sneaker, where the sneaker is heading. If this shoe doesn't restock, I could definitely see prices rise this coming spring and summer. So what would that look like? So that'll probably look like the sneaker is heading towards the maybe mid $100 to even $200 range. But if this shoe still continues to restock, prices will probably fall below retail. And yeah, I think that's really all that needs to be said for this shoe. So the New Balance 550 white green. What'd you guys think about it? Comment down below your opinion, like and share for that YouTube algorithm, and last but certainly not least, subscribe. I'm going to exit off some feet footage, so let's get to it.